That's quick. One. Hello and welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes, this time with Amy Sunderland, which is great. I'm very excited about today. So while we wait and see if anybody turns up, do you want to tell us what you've been up to today?
Okay, so, gosh, what about my day's been very exciting already in the fact that
yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, obviously it wakes up. I'm a working mum of 2 young children, so my husband works away. And so I wake up, my starting day was obviously with my children. And then I came home and have started today tends to be a bit of an admin day with my business. And I have just found out that I've qualified for a fabulous incentive as well with the head office. So that's my exciting news for the week. Just found that out. So yeah, I'm very proud of that in the sense that I've just set my business up 4 months ago. So it's all happened very quickly.
Yeah, well, why don't you tell everyone what your business is?
Okay, so my business is, I'm a founding global leader for LimeLife by Alcone, and we are a professional makeup and botanical skincare business. Recently launched in the UK back in June, but it's been going in the US for 3 years. It started off as Alcone, which is a professional makeup supplier shop, wholesaler in New York, and it's got a flagship store there, and professional makeup artists have been going there for the last 65 years, buying their professional makeup and beauty products for film, television, Hollywood films, and on Broadway. Lots of celebrities have been there, and lots of celebrities still shop there. And so that's predominantly what we do. I can talk more about it as the call goes on, but that's predominantly what we do. And they've basically decided that we will take the product to the general public, and that's what I'm helping do here in the UK, first of all.
Fantastic. Right, Helen is here, so we'll say hello to Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Great. Okay, so Helen, before we do that, I'll just do a quick rundown of how this is going to work in case no one's seen 5 minutes before. You have a break over some time when you had one, so it's your second person, this set of them. So we're going Amy has 3 tips to share, and they're really good. She's 75, so very enthusiastic. So the first tip is going to be shared in here, and then the second and the third tip are going to be shared in my other group, Brand Success Club, which is a membership site that you can go and join to help you build, grow, and show off your brand. Well, why don't you tell us about the first tip, because it's a good one.
Okay, so the first tip is around time management. I think before anyone has, obviously you might have a business idea or thinking about a potential business venture that you want to get involved with, but I think people have to understand where their time is going to come from. So obviously we know that there's 24 hours in a day, but actually if you map out on a piece of paper those 24 hours and how that's going to be broken up by your non-negotiables, so they could be your family, they could be appointments, for example, they could be the school drop-off pick up from school, your children's dance lessons, whatever, but the non-negotiables you start with, and then you work out what's your food and eating time and prep time, for example, what's your sleep time, and then you're sort of left with a block of hours that you know that you can work with potentially for your business. But starting with your non-negotiables means that you will stick to that, or you should absolutely stick to that, because that's what's important, that it doesn't sort of muddy the waters and go into your business. It means you're focused on your business and you're focused on your family time. And obviously sometimes that will overrun into one, but time management, as I say, is really important. Then include self-care time. This is so important. I think so many men and women sort of don't focus on themselves, and you sort of run on empty almost after a period of time. But you must allocate in your day, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, just have a bit of quiet time, go for a walk, like connect back with nature, but just do something for you that reconnects you with what you're doing, so you're not running a million miles an hour. And this will depend on your personality type as well. So obviously not obviously, but I am a fast-paced person. So this is really important for me to make sure that I do take stock every day.
Yeah, definitely. It's so hard to do that. What do you do to do that?
I like to walk. So for me, I tend to just need to get out into nature. So I have a special place, which is Bamborough Beach as well. So I will go up to Bamborough Beach. I often have little epiphanies there for me of thoughts that sort of come into my mind and ideas. And for me personally, I love to connect back with nature and take a walk and just take it all in. So that's what I tend to do. I'm not a gym bunny or an exercise person per se. Walking is probably my max.
Brilliant. Yeah, I like to write, so I go journaling. I like to sit in the car park at Plessy Woods on the way to work. I stop at Plessy Woods and journal for a little while. then I got back in the car. Well, I'm in the car. I closed the doors and continued on my way. And I think that's great. But it's taken me a long time to get to that.
Mm. Yeah, no, I totally can relate to that. And then with the other thing that's I think is quite important as well, a lot of us who will be watching this live on replay later potentially, is that a lot of us choose a business that needs to, when it's your own business, it's about working flexibly around your life. So for me, in my corporate role previously down in London, I would never have been able to do the things that I'm able to enjoy now, including my family and being there for them. So if one of my children, for example, are ill one day, it doesn't matter. I can be off as a mum, be there for them. My business isn't going to fall down around me. It literally is able to fit into my life. And I think you should never underestimate that if you have a passion for something, hone in on that and just go after it, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is, because we're all unique, we're all individual people, but just find your passion and go for it, and have that belief system and belief mechanism that you can do it and you can succeed, which is what I've been able to prove over the last 4 months with me setting up my business, which I've just found this passion that I never had tapped into previously, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Brilliant. Yeah, it totally comes across in your videos. I do watch them. Like the first one.
Oh, good. Well, hopefully it's they're only going to get better as time progresses and my journey evolves.
I think they're great because you sit and you try everything out, and you can, like the other day, you had that brow gel, and it was the first time you used it. I know it was like, how she doing that so easily? And it's like not worrying about everybody else. I'd be like, I'm not washing my makeup on. I wouldn't even do it in the ladies' toilets.
But this is the thing. That's the thing. It's sort of taking me out of my comfort zone to do that, because that's not something that's natural to me. But actually, it's quite liberating when you do take, or anyone takes themselves out of their comfort zone to do something that they wouldn't normally do. And actually, I think this is actually an important point to just bring up, that people buy from people, or people relate to people, and people want to see you. So doing lives is really important because people want to see you and connect with you, rather than just sit behind a screen and not have that connection, and sort of they can't see you or visualize you in any way. So I do think that's important.
Yeah, also do I. It's amazing how powerful it is. Because I used to do videos, obviously, before lives were a thing, and they were really helpful. And then you start doing these lives, and it's like next level stuff.
I know, and it's just taking that leap of faith. I say that to my team all the time, and often I'll say to people, try it in the comfort of your. Say, for example, I've got a team, of fabulous ladies, but they're from all walks of life. We've all got our strengths and weaknesses. And one particular lady, she's a makeup artist. She'd never done a live in her life, absolutely terrified. She did one in the comfort of our team page. And so by us all being able to support her and comment and cheer her on, that was it. She's on a roll. Now she's doing lives every other day. So
inspire more this week. Very well, yeah. Maybe you should mention it a few more times. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, and I think you started off talking about time management, and you were saying about putting your non-negotiables in, like school and family and things. And I was like, listening to that, I thought, oh, that's so true. Because I sit here and I have my diary, and my diary is full of business stuff and all my family. I mean, I know all my family stuff is, but I don't have it written down. So I don't. That's non-negotiable. It says if it isn't, it's almost as if I'm saying it is negotiable, and it's not. Apart from services, they go in there. But it's not in there sort of going, that's more important than the work. And it is more important than the work, clearly.
It just helps. I also think that everything's online. Yes. Sorry, I was going to say everything's online nowadays as well. So I don't have a diary that's online, even though my husband would love me to. But I actually still revert to an old-fashioned desk diary that I carry around with me, because I can then plan. And I actually have it broken out in my day by hour. So it means I really can pinpoint, this is the children's time. So I wake up in the morning, I don't automatically pick my phone up. I tend to the children. I have breakfast with them. I get them ready for school. I take them to school. I then pick up my phone at 9 o'clock to then respond to all my messages. So it gets back to the whole time management piece, that it's about really trying to stick to that so that no one misses out, including yourself and your family and children, because it's so easy for us to pick the phone up, quickly get onto something, and that's your time management out your window, because you're actually not doing what you said you were going to do.
Absolutely. I used to be terrible. I've improved a lot, but I'd make a cup of tea and I'd just sit there on my phone, and then Darren, my husband, would come through and he'd play, when am I getting this cup of tea? And I think, I've just spent like half an hour in the kitchen on my phone instead of with my kids and my husband, which was the plan.
We're all guilty of it, yeah.
Much better at that. I don't do it. I do it occasionally. But so much better at it now, because it was a problem. And it's really easy to get it wrong, isn't it? Wrong,
Yeah.
you know.
So,
So
well, we live and learn, and that's the nice thing about collaborating and working, supporting one another, and doing things like this, that we're actually sharing tips and tricks, because all of us have our strengths and weaknesses and areas of development. And actually, by working together and collaborating and not competing in any shape or form, there's just no purpose to competing in the sense of a negative competing. Obviously, there's athletes who compete, and there's a reason for doing that, and that's fine. But they can still learn from other athletes, for example. And all we're doing here in our business is just sharing tips and sort of good tips and best practice of what works, and actually helping us get to our goals quicker.
yeah, which is definitely what we all want, isn't it? You don't want to be waiting for years to get the things that you're after in life.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Okay, that was great. So you've got 2 more tips to share with us, which you're going to share with us in the Brand Success Club. So do you want to tell people how they can find out more about you?
Yes, of course. So I have there's various social media that I have. So I've got a Facebook group, which is just appearing up now, which is my customer private group on, as I say, on Facebook, that you can join. And it's LimeLife. It's all things LimeLife and makeup and beauty. And then I also have my Instagram handle, which is at Amy Sunderland Beauty, which I've just started, actually. I'd never done Instagram. I think I was that generation that sort of missed out on it. So I've started doing Instagram in the last couple of months, and that's growing for me, and it's a different audience. That's been quite interesting. You can also find me on LinkedIn as Amy Sunderland. And you can also go to my website if you're interested to find out more about the products that we sell, which, as I say, are botanical skincare and professional makeup that's never previously been available to the general public. And that website is www.limelifebyalcone.com/Amy S, as in Amy Sunderland, but it's just Amy S. So that's my website.
But the computer has decided it doesn't like me.
So I don't know. We can add that later.
I will definitely add that in later. Fantastic. I think that's going to be fantastic. You should definitely go and join Amy's group, because I'm in Amy's group, and I mentioned it earlier, didn't I, about you doing the lives where you put your makeup on and everything. And they're really good videos and like amazing products. Certainly things I would want when I'm watching what now. So yes, go and do that. So I'm going to go, well, we're going to go into the Brand Success Club now and do the next 2 tips. So if you are interested in finding out what the other 2 tips are, you can join the Brand Success Club. It's brandsuccessclub.co.uk, and that's where all the 5 minutes with videos are kept, or long versions with all 3 tips rather than just the one that you get in this group. You also get loads of different resources to help you build, grow and show off your brand. So at the minute we are about to start mood boards today, and we've just done brand plan last week and all kinds of brilliant things to help you with making your brand something that you're really proud of and that you tell people about. So go and check that out. Right, I'll see you next week in the afternoon on Thursday, the 25th. Louise Heaps is going to come and talk to us. It'll be about copy. It'll be great. Very excited about that one as well. Right then. Okay. Bye.